Am I interested? Yes. Am I excited, Marvel? No, I can't say that I am. I'm getting this feeling. Guardians of the Galaxy's new movie's coming. Shouldn't I be like really hyped for it? I am Chillmonger. This is what I do here on this channel. I hype over things like this. I anticipate them, and I can't wait to do the review. That was how it used to be, but now after some of the TV shows, which are underwhelming, like Quantumania was fine. It was cool, but it wasn't like the blood pumping stuff that I used to get. Even Doctor Strange in 2016 was just a mind warp. Marvel right now isn't doing it for me as far as hype, but it's still entertaining. So I just want to make that clear. I'm not here to trash on it. I still go to the movies. I'm fine with it. I'm cool. But like the Wakanda Forever decision to kill Chadwick Boseman's character, even though the character means very much and is like everything they say they're about. But that decision, the way that the movies haven't been connected to each other, the way that the shows too have kind of been isolated. There are a few examples of WandaVision leading into Multiverse of Madness. That's cool. I think the Ms. Marvel show will affect Captain Marvel too, the movie. But that's about two, right? It's not like Moon Knight has been consequential or Thor Love and Thunder has mixed with anything else when it could have mixed with Moon Knight, right? Here we go. Guardians of the Galaxy. Do you see that? I'm interested. I might get a ticket, one ticket. I still haven't pre-saled, gotten my pre-order, but that's one movie, right? That I'm interested in. So we'll give them points. The next below is Captain Marvel 2. And that's interest also. I saw the trailer. The plot of it is going to be people swapping, both Monica and Carol and Kamala. That should be interesting, but it's not like I've gotten anything like this is going to be the whole Avengers plot is going to be about what happens in the Marvels, or I should say in Captain Marvel too. So there's interest, but there's not hype. We got Falcon New World Order. It's the second one that they're not naming correctly. But I don't care about this. I don't find it as progression. I understand that Captain America is Steve Rogers. There's a shelf life on how long Sam Wilson can be Captain America. So I'm looking at it like a waste of resources being used. And because they're having a black lead of the movie, they get to pat themselves on the back and even on the head and say, we're doing so much. This is what people want. And I'm saying, no, this Falcon character doesn't survive the reboot. When Marvel reboots, eventually it will. Whether that's in 10 years, as most of you guys voted on my poll, or whether that's in 20 years, we're going to have a new Captain America. They're going to start all over again. And it's not going to be Sam Wilson Falcon. Things like the Blade with Wesley Snipes and how that all happened back in the 90s, that was useful because now it allows for Mahershala Ali to play a character and people go, oh, Blade, I'm familiar with that one. Let's do Blade again. And you know what you have? You have a black superhero who gets to survive a reboot, and it's not going to be some other white guy playing Blade, or you get what I'm trying to say. If you watch my channel, you know what I mean. So the whole Falcon thing, it's not just that I'm not interested, it's disinterest. It's do I even got? I guess I have to buy a ticket. I guess I'll watch this movie. But it's like, why should I fund the Mantle theory? Why should I fund it? I'm still, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I won't buy a ticket. Thunderbolts, with all due respect, not interested. I know where they are. I know they're placed in Marvel Comics. And could they be the Guardians, where they kind of be the new shining light? Yeah, it's possible. Jake Schreier, Eric Pearson, I recognize his name. All right, we'll see what happens, but it could be a surprise. That's next year. So already I'm not very interested, right? The Blade stuff, while this could be cool. There's interest. There's not hype. There's worry because of how they had to cancel and then they had to rewrite to please Mahershala Ali. While that is good, while they're not going down a dark path, that's nice to know that they're rethinking things and it will not force out a bad product. That's good. It still doesn't mean that this will be good. It's not going to be terrible. That's what this means. Deadpool number 3, interest. Hype. Yeah, I would even say I'm hyped. And it's going to be an R-rated movie. It's got Wolverine, Hugh Jackman in here. Hype. Fantastic Four. Hype. I'm interested in what they do. Got to see the trailer. Got to see. We don't even know who they casted yet, but that's hot on everyone's mind. The Fantastic Four. Let's go. This is a movie that I can say I'm hyped for. So in the year 2025, it's going to be 24 will be Deadpool, followed by Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. It's an Avengers movie, so I'm gonna be hyped. Of course I will. I won't be as hyped as, of course, Infinity War or even Age of Ultron, because I don't feel like all the stories has been crossing over to this. I don't feel that. And it's not the first one like the Avengers in 2012. I'll be there, okay? Avengers Kang Dynasty. Let's see how Ant-Man Quantumania affects this. It won't because Kang dies. Avengers Secret Wars, of course, Cameo City, give me this. So yeah, there's hype in the year 2025 and 26. And there's also supposed to be a Spider-Man film in here. I don't think they're going to go from year 2021 all the way to 2026 with no Spider-Man film. Somewhere in here they will update. But as you can see, there's interest, but there's not hype. I crossed over here. There's an Armor Wars movie. Well, if this is Iron Man 4 and they get back Robert Downey and he's resurrected in Secret Wars, and surprise, surprise, he's going to be in this movie, I'm interested and I'm hyped. There's an untitled Shang-Chi movie. That's not hype, but it is interest because I like the first movie. But like, how will it affect everything else? I got to see how Shang-Chi mixes with everyone in the Avengers movie for me to get hyped. This is different than what it used to be for Chillmonger. I used to be hyped for everything. We go to the Marvel Studios TV series. Here we go. The next one is Secret Invasion. Man, it's interest. I can't be hyped for something that is on a TV series of Marvel. Look at the last one they did, She-Hulk, back in August all the way to October. It's probably a reason why we're waiting all the way till June to get our next series. They're spacing things apart. Secret Invasion, interest. Loki Season 2, disinterest. I hated the first season. I don't like when things are outside of the main universe and they go to timelines and variants and everything that doesn't really mean anything. Even this Loki is not the real Loki. Don't care for it. It's not my style of storytelling. So I'm disinterested in this and I'm just going to have to get through it. The What If show, I don't even consider. Riri Williams, interest. It may be even a little bit of hype. Let me see the trailer and how things go. Echo, disinterest. Why should I care about this character who I know the shelf life of Echo? Well, the stuff that happened in Hawkeye didn't intrigue me enough to like this show. So maybe it's not even interest. It's more so like, why are they doing this? Of all the characters that they own, they're doing Echo. There's going to be some characters later when I keep scrolling. You'll see that I would love to have more than Echo. But Echo, maybe it'll play into Daredevil. That's coming. Agatha, the Coven of Chaos. Now, because it's 9 episodes, WandaVision may be continued here, and that's plus. That's good. But 9 episodes, do I really want to wait every single week for 23 minutes of entertainment and then leaving me on cliffhangers? Do I really care? It's magic, so visually it should be good and pretty. But then we think about the VFX lately. The Agatha Coven of Chaos, I'm just like, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. The Daredevil Born Again, I'm 18 episodes. You see what I mean? So long as it's not like short episodes and they actually do a full 18 episode season, they actually try here, I'm for it. And yes, while it's not hype, there's interest to see where they go. Because again, this is still Marvel TV, which has little attachment to the rest, little attachment, little importance. But Charlie Cox as Daredevil will be enough to be interesting. And it's canon now, like fully canon now. In the future, they're going to do a Wakanda series that has been canceled. And I'm disinterested in Wakanda without the main character of the franchise. I don't like diluting it and teaching your audience that this character is expendable. So no. You see? Where's the hype? It's freshman year, for zombies. Here we go. Wonder Man. They're already filming this, as you can see. You can't see, but they're already filming this. Disinterest. Yahya Abdul-Mateen is a black man. African American, dark-skinned human being. Simon Williams is not. This race swap will not survive the reboot. Why should I even support this thing? It allows Marvel to say, look, we're doing enough black, everyone. Look, check it out. We're doing black. And I go, yeah, but it doesn't last. How could so much go right for Black Panther in 2018 with T'Challa and then the message not be received? I don't care about Wonder Man. I see this as a spot taker. I'd rather have a black character like Blue Marvel. But Marvel's going to feel they're doing enough black. No need for that character. They only do enough black to say they do enough black. Untitled Nova series, that should be interesting. But if it's on TV, I wonder how they get away with the special effects. Mandalorian was fine this season with all the special effects and the way that it looked. But they also have the credibility and they have the backs. They have the budget. They have everything. So this Nova series, I don't know. I read this guy's recent comic that he did on Ms. Marvel. It wasn't really his fault either because of it was a tie-in comic. It was yeah, whatever. Nothing impressive, but okay. Then there's What If, and then there's Vision Quest. That should be interested. That should be interesting. Furthering of the WandaVision show. Jack Schaefer's doing WandaVision. Vision Quest has interest, but I'm not hyped. Chillmonger over here is sort of a depressed monger over here. Sort of like, what's Star Wars doing? Oh, there's an Ahsoka show. Okay, that warrants my Disney Plus subscription. All the clips that I'm gonna use to throw at people when I do my live streams, that warrants my Disney Plus subscription. But Marvel, it's funny. Like before 2021, when their first movie started hitting, Black Widow, Shang-Chi Eternals, I was like, yeah, there's no reason why all these things can't be good. And I was so optimistic. And today I'm looking at it like, no, there's no optimism. There's just realism. And there's a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be this amped for the next slate of Marvel projects. 2025, those movies are going to be interesting. Even hyped, I would say. But then it's surrounded by a lot of things that are just, as Trinity from Second Street Marvel would say, that are just content. Doing it for some sort of requirement. Maybe you got a memo from your Disney bosses that says certain amount of stuff needs to be Marvel on our subscription service. All right, we'll just do Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. Just throw Echo in there. And there's not really thought into stories weaving into another. And if it was, it'd be cool. It would be now also cool if we were like season 3 on a show. If we had a character we were following on TV, yeah, it could be 6 episodes too. I'd prefer 8. But if it was 6 episodes and we get to see Falcon, now he's interacting with Moon Knight. Whoa, now Falcon's interacting with Kamala Khan. Now Falcon's interacting with all these other characters. And that's how you can introduce them, rather than giving everyone their own show and no continuity. There's no furthering. There's no one episode leads to another episode, another. It's just 6 and we're done. It would be really nice if we had season 2s and season 3s and season 4s. When they do the X-Men, I would love Marvel. If you're listening, Marvel, I've said this before. You do a TV show that happens in the school for the X-Men, and you have all these kids in Academy X introducing them. You could have a couple cameos of maybe Storm, maybe like someone's walking down the hallway. Oh, that's Beast. Oh, that's Iceman. Hey, how about that? It's Jean Grey and Scott Summers, and they're just there. That's funny. And just have them interacting with the kids, maybe one scene here, one scene there, and we just have seasons of these kids growing up, like Stranger Things. There should be an Academy X season 1, 2, 3, 4 planned. And the events of the movie should affect this TV series. It's not that hard. I don't think that there should be these isolated TV shows like the one I just went down. They should all be somewhat related to each other. The movies should be intermixed. And if you can't mix them all, separate them into like 3. I've heard people say there's a cosmic Marvel, there's street level Marvel. Okay, you know what? There could be a street level Marvel where you got characters who interact with themselves and only themselves. And it's really never going to mention stuff like the Black Panther. We're not going to mention that stuff, but one will lead into the other, will lead into the other. And there will be movies. It's not. Maybe you can say Hawkeye will lead into Echo, will lead into Daredevil. I still got to wait to see if that happens. But New York should definitely have their own sort of office of things uniting and mixing. That's what I would do if I was Marvel. I'm interested. I'm not hyped. I'm not excited.